Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, plays the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH. Plus, we are riding high after the completion of that speed challenge. As far as I'm concerned, it's a little early. But now that we've completed the speed challenge, dude, I was totally wrong about Bomber Boy, by the way. NGOBSTFP, if you want to play this challenge by yourself somehow, even though I don't believe you can do that. Now that we've defeated the speed challenge, I genuinely believe there's a chance we could make it through these 10 without losing a single one. Now, to be fair, we did lose the speed challenge, but I mean like without having a whole video of failure, which would be a great alternative name for my channel in general, but I digress. Anyway, I'm feeling good about Isaac, you know? To beat the speed challenge, and to beat it without really finding like one of those, I wouldn't call it cheesy at all, but like one of the standard strats, like, you know, get the shovel, blank card emperor, or, you know, dare I suggest even, you know, like a single emperor or whatever. You know, all we want is HP. HP and speed, maybe, now that I'm looking at it. Like, what do we care about picking up a tiers upgrade on a run in which we literally can't shoot? I guess if we got, like, Incubus, maybe? Could be worth something, but oh yeah, just walk into that, no big deal, but still not very much. Okay. Guppy? No, that not Guppy. Not Guppy whatsoever. No papa. Hold on, I'm just thinking, where are we going here? I'm taking the battery charge with me. No secret room. No secret room. Alright. You know what? Be a smart guy. On these challenges, you got a choice. You can be a smart guy, you can be a dumb guy. Oh, didn't even see the tinted rock. Not that it mattered. I'm gonna try to endeavor to buck the trend of my own and be a relatively smart guy. Thank you so much for the key. Infested. I can see forever. You know, you can do worse than sack of pennies. What does being a smart guy entail on this run? We should really use kamikaze whenever possible to blow up rocks. We might be able to find a crawl space, which is probably worth next to nothing. We could probably find a black market, maybe, a 1 in 3,000 chance, and then we don't even have the HP necessary to really make it work, but still might be worth a shot. Anyway, it's Bomber Boy. What do? Press space near enemies, try not to let them run into you too often. And get some spirit arts, why don't you? It is Sunday, my dudes, in case you're taking an audit of the Isaac backlog. It being Sunday means that yesterday was my day off. Yesterday was Saturday. What did I do? Dude, I don't know if y'all have heard about these things called weekends, but I'm rediscovering them in my adulthood, and I gotta say, they basically rule. I woke up in the morning, don't believe what I saw, 100 million bottles washed up on the shore. Seems I'm not alone being alone. 100 million castaways looking for a home. So the thing is, on Saturday I sent an SOS to the... No. I woke up relatively early. What did I do? I cooked up an enormous pot of chana masala, chickpea curry. After I finished that, what did I do? Set my videos. I was like, oh, it's like 11:30 a.m. Why don't I... Ooh, no. Why don't I finish, like, the only slight semblance of work that I have today? What did I do after that? I did my Java lab that was due on Wednesday. What did I do after that? I got halfway through my Java assignment. That's not due for 2 weeks. What did I do after that? I ate some of that chana masala. What a wonderful phrase. What did I do after that? Are you seeing my point here? The day just never ends. I realized, you know, what is a normal Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday like for me? That's a lot of recording. An unbelievable amount of recording, streaming, you get the idea. When all of that time is dedicated to something else, I mean, it's not like I'm being unproductive on work days. It's quite the opposite, obviously. I'm just saying, dude, you can accomplish, like, a lot of tasks. I can't believe I went, like, 6 years of working like this without ever taking a dedicated day off. I mean, you take time off here and there, but still, what a stupid idea. Anyway, after that, it was like, you know, Kate and I went out, and, you know, our car gave us a warning. It was like low tire pressure. So we were like, we're millennials. What do we do? So we stopped at the gas station, pumped up our tires, turned on the car. No low tire pressure warning anymore. Great news. Turns out we're actually extremely handy. Even if it's the most basic car maintenance task you could ever take. Empty vessel, thank you very much. What we do after that, we kept driving, went to the mini golf course, played 18 holes of mini golf, got some dinner. Got some bubble tea. Don't worry, I got a coffee instead. I'm not a bubble tea sort of guy. We don't need to go off on a rant about it. It's just, you know, I've had it before. I like it. I wouldn't purchase it for myself for the most part. Please come here. Please come here. Came home. Did a little bit more work on the Java assignment. Finished watching the Canucks game. Played 2 rounds of Mario Party on Nintendo Switch. It's a busy day, dude. I mean, not busy, but there were many things accomplished over the course of the day, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm also, the mini golf course, I'll promote it, okay? It's not like I've got the kind of audience where this is going to put them on the map, but I'll give them the 5-star review. It's called West Coast Putt Putt in Richmond, British Columbia. Might be called West Coast Mini Putt, I don't know, West Coast something. It was like $13 per adult for 18 holes of mini golf, but this was not, the last time I did mini golf was at Circus in Las Vegas, and it was like $6 for 18 holes. The holes were garbage. They were like, actually, like one of them had a pipe that led to a different part of the golf course, but the pipe didn't work. I know you're like, how can a pipe not work? Did the ball get stuck in it? Yes, you've got it precisely correct. You figured it out. It was terrible. This was way more expensive. I mean, you know, it's basically the cost of a movie to play 18 holes of mini golf. But the course was good. I had a good time playing it. Spacious facilities, cool ambiance. I would recommend it. Plus, when we finished, they gave us 2 pieces of candy. They were like, okay, who scored 68? Who scored 66? And then you got to pick out the piece of candy you wanted, which is just, I mean, I know it's probably meant for, like, you know, little kids, but I want that candy. Nonetheless. Ooh, my apologies. Why did I think that I had remote detonator? In my head, I had been thinking that this item was remote detonator the whole time, even though I've been using it as if it's kamikaze, which it is. And I was thinking, you know, I was like, first off, I never know how business works here because land is so expensive, right? Like, you might be saying, well, 13 bucks for 18 holes of mini golf, that's a ripoff. Well, it might be, or it might not be, you know? The facility that the mini golf is on might be worth like $4 million, literally, because of the way that property prices are out of control here. So, you know, it is expensive. I definitely would not deny that. I'm just saying, I don't know if they're making money hand over fist. But I was also thinking, mini golf has like the greatest business model of all time. You, like, build the holes once. You need a big space for it, of course. But then apart from that, you just get some crappy putters. You get a few golf balls. People come in, and even if it's like, let's say an average price for 18 holes of mini golf would be like, you know, 10 bucks. Basically, adults are paying you $10 to enter your facility that requires almost no maintenance, as far as I can tell at least. They're there for like 45 minutes at most, and then they just leave, and they might come back. Like, that's an amazing deal. Like, you think about a movie theater, an average movie ticket's probably a little bit more than 10 bucks in this day and age. But, at least in, you know, the United States and Canada, but... Excuse me, need to place this bomb. You know, what do you get in a movie theater? Well, it's air conditioned, the facility's enormous, you have to pay some of the proceeds to, the studio that made the movie, you got, you know, an enormous staff, relatively speaking, you got cleanup costs. It's a lot of overhead. Mini golf, there's like 2 people, and they're like, yeah, for 2, here's your putters, and have a good time. Like, they weren't bad staff, they were nice staff. I'm just saying, like, I do understand, I guess the problem with mini golf is more of it's like a demand sort of thing, right? Like for a birthday party or something, I could see it, but... Well, you know, when we were there were 3 other groups playing. There was another couple, sorry, 2 other groups playing. There was another couple that was playing behind us, and then there was like a group of 6 adults. So it wasn't like a bunch of little kids, which, I mean, they still pay the same, I'm sure, but... It just seems like it's like running a YouTube channel where, like, you know, I don't have overhead. I pay myself and I pay Drac, and then that's it. Apart from that, I just make videos. As I pay my software licenses, but in the whole scheme of things, if you're looking at like business expenses, it's pretty low. I think we'll just check because we can. Hey, thank you. This run should be fine, but I'm not sure yet. So anyway, all I'm trying to say is here's what I'm thinking. Convert unused urban spaces to lunch break mini golf courses. $10, 18 holes, put them on rooftops in downtown city centers where they're not doing anything else. Probably need to build in some shade. But either way, I think it's underappreciated, man. Adults in my generation, I won't speak for them, but I have a hunch. And the hunch is, you know, for leisure, we like to do the same stuff we did for leisure when we were like, you know, 10 years old. But we want to do it in a context where, like, there's other adults. It's, like, slightly more... Well, you don't have to contend with the fact that you look like a juvenile for doing it. Like, adult laser tag or something like that. An adult dodgeball league. You know? I'm telling you. More miniature golf courses, please. You're going to say I'm a fool. And you might be correct. Or you're going to say I'm way behind the times. And that's true, because... you know, there's places like Top Golf that have been around for a while now. Sure, fair enough. I'm just saying, I'm late to the party. You know what we don't have in Vancouver or the Tri-Cities, as far as I know? Is a round 1. You know, a bowling, driving range, arcade. I don't know what else they have there, but batting cages maybe. Just like an all one-stop shop leisure facility. I would be totally down with that. But why? Why? I can't pick up the HP, but why? Oh well.
Judgment.
Sorry, my friend. Full health? No. Because, you know, now that I have this day off, I have to fill it with things. Let me hydrate for a second here. And it might sound like a chore. It is, but it's a chore in, like, a good way. Eventually, I'm sure there will come a day off where I'm like, let's just sit at home today. And that's also fine. If that's what you need in that week, take care of yourself. An actual item on a crawl space, and it's on a run where we can't even take advantage of it. Hilarious.
Something's wrong.
But, you know, for now, we're like every Saturday has to have, like, at least a little bit of an adventure, because we're still in this period where we're super enamored with having a dedicated day to ourselves without being beholden to the chains of our internet existences. So, you know, there's only so many times you can suggest, like, let's go to the movies, you know? So the more adult leisure activities there are, the happier I am. Just to know that there's this miniature golf course here is, I mean, it's a bit of a drive, but still, I didn't even know that it existed. It was a great suggestion. I think I will not buy those. I might buy this. Sure, why not? I mean, let's be real with this run. Like, we're not even close to dying. I haven't even thought about our actual, like, survivability on this run for quite some time. Now, this is annoying, but... that may be the hardest boss we face. At least for a run in which we don't want to get close to enemies. Yo, a range upgrade we can't use, but... Krampus. Don't do it. The invincibility is so good. And when you think about it, like, what does the average adult do? When I think about, like, my parents, they're great people. Their leisure activities would strike someone my age as probably being a little bit on the more pedestrian side. I don't just mean boring. I mean, literally, they walk, like, a lot. You know, that's kind of like their thing. You know, if you wake up an hour after them, you'd be like, how'd you spend your morning? And they'll be like, oh, we went for a nice walk. Don't get me wrong. It's a good thing. You get out, get a little exercise, experience the weather, be a part of the community. Shouldn't have stood there. I understand. But, you know, try in our, like, 20s, approaching early 30s here, trying to be a little bit more exciting. It's in that awkward period, because, like, in your early 20s, I feel like, what do you do on a day off? Go out to a bar or something like that. There's nothing wrong with it, I suppose, as long as it's not, like, the only thing in your life. What do you do in, like, your 40s? You go for a walk, I guess, or you play with, like, a model train set. I'm kind of in that awkward in-between phase where I don't know what's what. So I don't know, is it mini golf or charcuterie on a daily basis? I honestly I'm still trying to figure it out for myself. I mean, it's not like I can talk. I did... Sorry, my friend. I did spend, like, you know, an eighth of my day off doing homework, but if you think that homework counts as real work, you might be too young to be watching this actual video. I used that joke in Twitch chat earlier. It made some people very upset, and to be honest, that's what makes it so much funnier to me. Okay, grab this. No. Nah. Sure, we'll give it a try. What do you got for me? Emperor? Two of spades? Well, it's 40 keys. It's more keys than a piano. I don't know how many keys are on a piano. I'm gonna guess... You know what? Let's learn. I'm gonna get... Well, how many octaves is a piano? 3 octaves? Times A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 4 octaves times 7, 28 notes. Plus all the semitones. I'm gonna say that there are 52 keys on a piano. How many keys does a piano have? 88 keys? It has 52 white keys. Well, that was a strange coincidence. I had no idea. That's way more keys than I must have got. Maybe it's a 4, 5 octaves? You know what? How many octaves in a piano? 7 octaves. Wow. This guy thought a piano was 3 octaves. Didn't your parents put you in piano lessons? No. They clearly they did not. My mistake, you know? I played the clarinet because I was super cool. Alright, we are ready to leave. You know what I mean, though? It's like... When I think back, and I'm not saying this to, like, besmirch my family, because I think a lot of people are like this. My parents do a way better job of leisure time now that they have a little bit more of it than they did when, you know, they were raising me and working crazy hours. But, like, a lot of downtime for adults of a certain age is basically watching TV. And there's nothing wrong with that, depending on the way that you interface with it. But... you know, when you're looking for activities to do, yeah, it takes a little bit of work, but it's also like, you know, I think it can be enriching. I'm just trying to keep it going and figure out, you know, what kind of adventures we can have in this downtown city. I mean, you definitely look at, like, Midas Touch like it's a dream come true, but we don't need it, and it's going to be risky to do Boss Rush. But Empty Vessel, combined with Midas Touch would be awesome. Also, like, I'm gonna defend myself. As much as you might think it's lame to do homework on your day off, it actually is, like, the way I think about it is it's like a time enhancer for, like, the rest of my, well, now at this point, like, the rest of my month, basically. Because now, like... you know, I could have been like, I'm not going to do my homework today. It's not due till Wednesday. I'll do it later. But now that I've done it, and it only took, you know, 90 minutes or whatever on my day off, for the rest of the week, I don't even have to think about it. You know? That means I've basically paid it forward with more leisure time for the rest of the week. Look, here's the thing. All I'm asking you to do is stop calling me a nerd. No, I won't give you my lunch money. I need that. It's for me. My mom gave it to me. She told me if I lost it again, she was going to cut me out of the last will and testament. And that won't be happening today. Oh, the hero font. Very useful. Again, Lucky Rock. Actually good, but simultaneously, like... not what we need at this point. I mean, we're not going to fight Hush, obviously. We're going to fight Satan and finish this run as quickly as possible, because it's basically a foregone conclusion that we will win. I'm so not at all concerned about losing. Sorry, itchy nose. Ugh. I hate having an itchy nose because I like scratch it, and I always worry if it sounds like I'm picking it. Which is why I don't have the webcam up, is because I am picking it. Just can't stop. Close my eyes and I fall in love, cause I just can't seem to get enough of picking my nose and stream. Great song. Oh, Cricket's head. Honestly, you know what we should be thankful of is the fact that we have like actually a pretty bad damage run here. Even with Tough Love, even with Cricket's head. 6.97 damage, 5 rate of fire. It's a little bit below average, I'd say. So I'm honestly a very happy man. Luck. That this ended up being a bomb-focused run, so I don't have to worry about that. Anyway, those are my anecdotes. I don't have any other anecdotes from Saturday. Although I will say, a troubling trend has emerged. Last Saturday, Kate and I went out to eat. Table next to us, 2 middle-aged ladies, slamming cocktails. One of them reached over to, like, do a cheers, smash the cocktail glass all over the ground, you know, basically, like, on our table as well. And we're like, you know, it happens. Accidents happen. No big deal. We're at, but also hold your stuff together, ladies. This is an amateur hour, okay? And then we were out yesterday. Totally different place. Just a little modest Korean place. Servers walking by with a tray. Bowl falls off the tray. Shatters a glass right at our feet. Like, I'm starting to think that I'm like some kind of... I have like a tornado of glass hatred around me or something. Or maybe I've done something to glass in the past and it's like trying to reap its revenge in the only way that it knows how. But I think 2 is not enough. For whatever reason, 3 is the number where I'm going to start to have like the tinfoil hat and I'm going to be like, what's going on? I also had like a weird interaction at the Korean restaurant. And I did have a hunch. If you work at this place and you served me, you were a very affable young gentleman. But I do need to talk about this interaction, okay? Because I was not weirded out. It was just a little bit unusual. I was like, I'll have the vegetable bibimbap, please. And he said, are you a vegetarian? And I said, no. And then he said, but you're not a pescatarian, are you? And I said, no. And then he said, okay, because the, like, gochujang or whatever, the Korean spicy paste has, like, anchovies or something in it. And I'm like, it's okay. And he's like, oh, so you don't want to know? And I was like, what are we talking about here? I just... Can a man just order a vegetarian entree without being... I guess it's probably good to ask because, you know, some people might order it and then be like, oh, there's fish in this, and then it's like it's an ethical breach for them, and I can understand it, even though for me it's more of like a just be cool, you know, the fish was already in there to begin with sort of thing. I don't know. That's it. It was a relatively pedestrian, you know, Saturday by my standards. You know, I didn't really have any anecdotes. Went to the grocery store on Friday. No anecdotes, dude. I'm living like an anecdoteless life for the most part. I don't know what it... Maybe the anecdote factory's dried up. Maybe I've finally talked judgmentally about enough people in Vancouver that everybody, when they see me, they're like, oh, watch out for that guy. If you sniff an orange in the produce section, he's gonna make fun of you on his YouTube channel. Well, in my defense, I don't understand why you gotta sniff all the oranges. Like, don't you know what they smell like? You're not a dog. You're gonna tell me that, like, when you pick up an orange, you can tell which one's better just by sniffing it through the rind? Possibly. But I doubt it. Plus, it's just like, I mean, it just adds a lot of overhead to your grocery trips. But you know what? If that, maybe you get pleasure out of your grocery trips. Maybe is like an important part of you getting commentary for your YouTube channel. Personally, I wouldn't understand what that's like because I'm living this anecdoteless existence, but let me go. Okay, we're almost done. I gotta be honest. Found this challenge. Let me just put it in the most positive way possible. I'm glad the challenge is about to be over. Just a little bit on the simplistic side. Now, just don't do what we've done in the past on occasion and throw it. We've been saving our bombs for basically this express purpose. Demon Baby, any help that you can offer is very appreciated. Thank you so much. I think it's like after you come down from the high of that speed challenge, you're like, dude, this is like, you know, hurt me more. It's like playing the game on easy mode. And I've trained myself to at least be able to handle normal mode. And we're good. Easy enough. Take me out. I don't want to let you go to the morning light. Golden bombs, though, very useful. What comes up next? Yes. Wait, oh, that's right. We just unlocked that. Pay to play. I don't remember pay to play, actually. It's like cursed, but you pay money to enter rooms. I can't remember. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!